not my story to share, and it's not my information to share. But like, you know, I don't know. Like I said, man, I try to be patient with a lot of shit. I do, and I think I'm a lot better nowadays than I have been way before. But but yeah, man, that's just that's it sucks, man. It does. It's just yeah.
No, don't,
I,
don't, don't stop there.
I mean, no, that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. I mean, that's just you know, like I said, man. She really is a great fucking person, man. I love her to death. I love her fucking. I care about her a lot. But there's just some stuff, man, that I guess in a sense needs to happen, man, in order to get to that point. If we get to that point, like I said, I there's a chance where it can get to that point, but I'm starting to feel more and more and more now that we're just never gonna fucking get there. And it sucks to say that, man, because I want us to get there. I do, but it's like you know, but it's I don't know, man. It seems like it seems like we're just never gonna fucking get there, and it sucks. And
So,
I gotta get to the point with myself where it's like, all right, look, you know, um, well, see, Josh, and that's where I need to get. That's where myself I need to get there. You know what I'm saying? I need to be comfortable with myself. Be like, okay, you know what? I love you. I'll always love you and shit like that. But I can't do this anymore. If you know you're ready, and when you're ready, and you're ready to come see me and see what the hell's here with us, then great. Hit me up then. You know, but and it's like she has this problem. She's like, well, you can't just be my friend right now. It's hard for me to be just a friend, and I want to be that friend. I do, but at the same time, it's like, how do you be just a friend to someone who you really are in love with? Shit.
yeah, and I was just reading the comments in your stream, and Josh nailed it right on the head, bro. She's had you in an unhealthy space. I mean, look at you right now, bro. We've
It's
all
not
been there.
that, dude. It's just that. It's
No,
just
bro,
no,
stop.
bro.
Just she's had you in an unhealthy mental space for so long that you have become accustomed to thinking that's normal while waiting on a woman that you love, and it's not.
No, it's not. I didn't say it's normal at all. I didn't say it's normal at all. It's not normal. It's not. But it's like,
Yeah,
don't
you
wait for
can't.
it, dude. I like. Okay, so like everyone's like, well, don't wait around or whatever. Let me say this, man. I'm no longer waiting, right? I'm no longer waiting. However, though, because of other bullshit I've been through years before I even met her, okay, and other things, and just how my shit, how I am and shit, man. I'm not putting myself out there either. If an opportunity presents itself, then it presents itself. I'll see what that's about.
You think I am?
But what, putting yourself out there, or whatever,
Yeah,
or just are you, or you just chilling? I don't know.
dude.
Chilling.
I've been chilling. I've been chilling for so
But
long, and opportunity
no, man.
presented
It's
itself,
it's
and I
just
took it. And that it didn't work out, and it is what it is.
so anyway. I'm just gonna say this about it, man, and then we can talk about something else, or if you want to talk about whatever it is you got going on and shit too. Is like, yes, it's been a fucking roller coaster for the past 2 years between me and this person. It has been. Not saying everything's been smooth sailing. It has not been whatsoever. I said, but I do think very highly of this person, man. I love her to death, man. I care about her a lot. I do. I mean, she means the absolute fucking world to me. She does. But like I said, man, like what sucks is like, you know, you're. I understand that, when a person's not ready and stuff like that. I get that. selfishly, I wish that was today. I do. And like I said, what sucks too is that knowing that is that there's a potential chance for it to be there and it could still happen. But it seems like as more time goes on, man, and it's like it's not I'm losing my feelings for anything, but at the same time, not it's not I'm losing my feelings, but I just feel like this is never going to,
Well,
and it sucks,
is that your gut
but
feeling that you feel like it's not going to happen?
not necessarily gut feeling, man. It's like one of the it's just it's not really a gut feeling at all. It's just more like lawns like you know, like all right, when when is it gonna be that time? Like I said, let me put it like this, okay? And I know some people have their opinions on it, whatever. It's like this, okay? I'm very confident that that time is going to come with me and her. I am. I think what kills me, what kills me right now is that it's not knowing when the time is going to come because that could, it could be any damn time, bro. It could be next month. It could be 2 months. It could be fucking next week, tomorrow. It could
Or
be next year. It could
or
be 2 years from now,
or
or
it could be
or
never.
no, exactly. And that's why I'm not doing the waiting shit no more, man. I mean, dude, I have waited for so long, man, and and I really haven't went done much of anything with anybody else, man, because it's like I know right now, man. Here's a reason why I'm not putting myself out there right now. If something happens, it happens. But here's the thing, though. I know without a shot of a damn doubt, man. If I was to go date someone right now, and I've told you, if I was to go date someone right now, right, and all that's like that. If I was to go date someone right now, and she calls me or texts me, I'm ready to see you. I want to see what's here. I'm ready. I'm ready for you to come down. I know right this second, man. I would drop Brittany Joe like a freaking bad habit. Go be with her.
And is
That's
that
not, and
fair?
that's what I'm saying though. That's not necessarily fair to Brittany Joe or whatever her fucking name is, because she may be really liking me and giving a shit about me, while I'm just there to like pass time by until the person I do want to go be with is ready to be here. So yeah, so would it be easy to go kick it with someone and do shit with someone until the person you want to is ready? Sure, yeah, you could do that. You know, but at the same time, that other person isn't ready, man, or the other person is really into you, but like
You're not ready
I'm ready for her, but I'm not ready
for Brittany Joe.
to. Yeah, I said also another part of that is too, man, because I've been through so much shit, dude. I've been the whole ghosted, rejected, man. Any rejection line you can think of, man. I fucking heard it, dude. Like any of that shit, any of that crap, dude. I've been through it all, which I'm sure all of us have been through that,
Oh
like
yeah.
or the majority of us have anyway. But at the same time, though, too, man, it's like I'm not interested in restarting shit with someone else, man. I'm not interested in getting to know someone all over again. All this other shit, developing feelings and shit like that. Like, man, I'm just not into that shit no more, bro. I'm not into doing it with someone else, restarting over and shit.
You're not
You know,
because you're tired of being hurt. You're tired of going through the
I feel like
same
it's a waste of my
headache.
fucking time. I feel like it's a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Like,
You're tired. You're
you know,
tired of dealing with the pain of opening up to the next person, hoping that this person be the one, while at the same time you're sitting here with Christy in the back of your mind that you so need to get over. Because here's the deal, okay? I'm not saying move on from her, okay? What I'm saying is that you need to heal from her. You need to heal yourself. So even if the day may come that you and Christy may have a chance, you're still holding on to that pain that she has caused you. You're still holding on to that pain that has happened between that relationship. Okay, and say even in 3 months, you and her get back together, but you're still dealing with the pain of what happened in the past, you're still going to bring that past into that relationship, even though it's you and her. Even though that pain was you and her's relationship, you've still got to get over that pain of that relationship. Whether you start a fresh relationship with her or a relationship with somebody new, you still have to get over that pain.
Right.
And
I know
that
because
that is a that's a hard pill to swallow for majority of us guys who deal with that kind of pain, who's been through that kind of shit, who's been through that you know, fuck the world mentality to where we didn't want to have anything to do with anybody. We've been there.
yeah,
But right now where you're at, whether you and her get back together doesn't matter. What has happened between you and her is what you have to get over, whether you and her get back together or not. Because whatever that pain is, you're still going to bring it forward, and you're still not over it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no explanations. You're not over it. If it's still bringing you to tears, if it's still
it's not.
causing
It's
you
not even
mental
the pain.
health,
It's not. It's not the pain part. It's
bro,
not. It's not that. There's like.
it's a
It's just
mental
the
pain.
fact. It's the fact that. But it's not like anything has happened, bro. It's like it's not that. It's the part where it's like I just want her to be here, man. That's
I
it.
know. I know you want her
You
to
know
be
what I
here.
mean?
But you still have a you listen, we're all seeing this. We are all seeing this. Your brother, or I mean, your brother-in-law, Rachel, everybody is seeing this. You have a mental health issue, that you have a trauma that you have to deal with from what she and you went through, that you have to heal from. Whether you and her get back together or not doesn't matter. You still have a mental health issue you have to get over, and that's a lack of choice of words, but you have to heal from. That's a better word.
Right.
Before you can even think of starting a relationship with her. Because what's going to happen is if she comes to you next week and says, um, Eric, I want to be in a relationship with you, you still have all this shit in the back of your mind that you went through with her. You still have everything back here that you're thinking of what happened in that relationship. And so, even though that relationship ended, this is now going to be a new relationship with her. That old relationship and the pains and the mental issues and everything that you dealt with through that is carrying over to that new relationship because you have not yet healed from that relationship. That's the bottom line. It doesn't matter if you date somebody else or not. You can date 1,000 Karens, but until you heal from the woman that you love so much, you will never be able to get you'll never be able to have the opportunity to be able to move forward to live the best life you can in a relationship and give a woman, whether it be Christy or somebody else, the best version of yourself. You can't carry your pasts to your futures. And we all struggle with this. I struggle with this too. Hell, I'm still single because of that reason. But I'm learning that.
Well, that's. I mean, that's also a reason why she is.
Who we
That's
got
Michael.
joining in?
Michael.
That's fine. He
That's
can
also.
join in. He's got
That's
some stuff going on.
that's also
Hey, James.
another
Thanks, buddy.
reason. There's also another reason. That's also another reason too why we haven't, because it's like her as well on that end. She has some past shit that is stopping her from moving forward with things. You know what I'm saying? Like
Let me
not
stop you there.
necessarily not no no, but it's not necessarily me though. But it's not has does have to do with me. It has to deal with what she's been through before she met me.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
I
But
mean,
you're also dealing with stuff that you've been dealing with before you met her. Fingers and saying, well, she did, she this, she that. Start saying, I need to. I got this. I need to. Accountability. What you deal with and how you process it is only on you. It's not anybody else. Only you can heal from your pain in the past. It's just you. You have to find the way to deal with it. So immediately go on and say, well, she's not, she's got this that she's dealing with. She's got, so what that means is you're ignoring your own shit that you got going on. You want the raw and real of men's mental health? There it is. We always want to find somebody else to say, oh, it's her fault or it's their fault. It's his fault. In reality, we got our own shit to deal with.
Michael, we see you. You hear us?
We saw your feet, sir, and your Budweiser can.
I gotta freaking turn the camera.
It's a little. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
What's up, brother?
Not much. Man, outside right now, smoking a cigarette and then heading back inside, spending time with my son watching Ringo.
Oh,
Ringo with Rattlesnake Jake. I love that show.
Yeah, we're watching Netflix. I can't get on anything right now besides my phone.
Just like Josh just said, or sorry, Josh, I don't know when you said that or not, but he said you got to fix yourself first, otherwise it become a demise of the both of you down the road. You got to heal yourself first. As men, we have to heal ourselves first because we are expected to be the providers, the protectors, you know, the leaders, and we can't do that if we're broken. Doesn't matter if it's a previous relationship. I'm right there with you, bro. We've had this conversation. If my daughter's mom came to me today, and it's been 16 years, if she came to me today and said, "I want to be with you," I'd probably say, "All right, move your shit in. Let's go." But I'm also a different person than what I was 16 years ago.
I mean, it's
By the way, stream, anybody who's watching, you're always welcome to join into the Discord. Anybody who wants to come in. Now, we may have to limit how many people we get into it, but it's Spanky's server. It's SPANK, the 3Y apostrophe S. Now, it all is capitalized, but if you want to join in, you're welcome to join in. We'll just have to get to you one by one after, I say, at least 4. Sorry, I had to throw that out there. I got a few on my stream too.
okay. Yeah, man. It's definitely you know, it's definitely a damn struggle though, where it's just like, and like I said, man. I mean, yes, there is something that's been going on for the past year and a half where it's like it is I do have a problem with just because I want I don't know how to word it, but like
Well,
um
do your best. So you
I
can do.
mean it's just man. So in the beginning, bro, like in the beginning, she was so sure about me. But at the time, I was dealing, with my granddad's death, who was my best friend back in the day, and all stuff like that. I was dealing with a lot of stuff, man. I knew I wanted her there, man, but I didn't know what I was doing in a relationship at the time, bro. I hadn't dated or done anything with anybody for 2 years, man. I hadn't done a damn thing with anything for 2 years. I mean, I'm talking about didn't fuck anyone, didn't go on dates with anyone. For 2 years, man, I didn't do shit because I was that over it with the whole thing. And but then she came along, and then I really got to liking her. So I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens. But I wasn't ready for a relationship either, man. So, like I said, for 4 months it was like that, and by the time that I got out of my own way with things and wanted to show her that I could be this guy or whatever. I mean, she chose to go on and do other things and stuff like that. She still has feelings for me. She still to this day has feelings for me. But since then, since that time has happened, it's always been I'm not ready, and all this sort of stuff like that. and whatnot. So it's like, you know, yeah. So I mean,
Brother man, I love you, but you just gave yourself your answer.
what's that?
Repeat what you just said, what she said.
What she's like, I'm not ready. I mean,
No. Don't say it out loud. You know what you just said, but think about
what I
what
just said.
she told you multiple times since then, 2 years ago.
She says I'm not ready.
Stop saying it out loud, brother. Literally think about it.
You have to clue me in because I don't know what I just said. You know what I mean? Besides the like, I'm what
For
what
2 years, you just said for 2 years she's been telling you that she's not ready for another relationship with you.
right?
2 years.
Oh, it's like a year and a half, but yeah, almost 2 years, something like that.
700 plus days. There's the wheels a turning.
I mean,
Just think about it. Don't respond. Just think. 700 plus days. You've been rejected. You've been shut down and been told I'm not ready. But yet, for some damn reason, for 700 plus days, you're still holding on to hope. This ain't Star Wars, bro. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope.
right?
You ain't trying to win a war. You're trying to live life. That's all right, Michael. You can laugh at that. It's okay. I say you're trying to hide your laugh.
Oh man,
No, laugh away,
it's
bro.
like I said, man.
Star Wars
I'm
last night.
I
I'm
did
not
too.
reaching out. I'm not, I'm not reaching out to her anymore. She can reach out to me if and when she's ready, or not if she's never gonna be ready. At
No.
that point, hold on a second. But let me
Yeah.
finish,
Go
okay?
ahead. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
at that point too, I'm not gonna sit here and say like if she comes back around and she's ready, that I may necessarily be ready at that point. Because like I said, that could be like I said, it could be soon. It could be soon. It could be way, way, way later. You know what I'm saying? It depends where I'm at in my life at that point. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it depends where I'm at that point. Like I said, I could have, by the time she's ready, man, I could have done, you know, I could have done moved on. I could have done gotten another relationship with someone else and been done dating that person for a year and a half at that point. We're living together and all that shit too. I see you got Bojangles too. Yeah, I got that shit today too.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah. Just a little
but
sweet tea.
but but yeah, man. So it's just whatever.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, guess what? She's in here. She's in
I
the chat.
know. Hey,
Um,
Christy, hold on.
Christy,
Christy, I will
hold
go.
on, hold
I
on,
will
hold on,
go
hold
in.
on,
I
hold on,
go and tell you right
hold
now.
on.
I have been pinpointing and pointing out his faults too. It's not just you. You're both at a fault. With that, I'll be quiet.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay. Christy, how long have you been watching the stream for?
Long enough,
Because
apparently.
I know where I have a feeling where this is about to go. How long have you been watching the stream for? No one is saying that this is your fault. No one's saying it's anybody's fault, Christy. No one is saying that whatsoever here.
Actually, no. I'm saying it's both of y'all's fault.
Well, why are you saying you're the big bad wolf to join Big Bad Wolf, Christy? how long you been watching the stream for? Because I have also spoke very highly of you too.
He has.
Why do you come into it being like the big bad wolf? I don't understand.
I will say that he has complimented you quite a bit. He has talked highly about you. And actually, he's not talked anything negative about you, Christy. He really hasn't. You can go back and watch the stream. Hell, I'm streaming right now. You can go back and watch my stream. It's nothing negative. We all have been talking about the shit that he's been dealing with mentally. That he cares for you deeply, but nothing negative of pointing fingers of who did what. I will speak up for him that way. He's not said anything negative about you. Nothing that you did this or you did that or anything like that. It's only been that he's crazy about you. He's got some things going on and hopes. That's it. That I will say. Other than that, no. He just keeps saying that he has the hopes that one day that y'all
Yeah, same with
could
me.
be. Okay? That he has the hopes, he holds on to hopes that y'all could be. He has nothing, he has never said anything in this conversation or even in private conversations that you have ever said that there are hopes for you and him to be together, that you could be. Has he approached you and asked about wanting to be together? Yeah, he has. And you've told him that no, not ready, or, whatever the case may be. This one sided, I don't know, but this is just what I'm going off of. But he has yet to say anything that you have said directly that we will be together, just not right now. That just, he has hoped that y'all may get back together. That's it. Fuck it. Everybody else is left. I guess I'll sit down and talk.
I'm still here.
Hold on. Let me go back on camera. I don't
Step
give a
away.
shit. I went out to go smoke, but
Alright.
then I saw Christy pop in, so fuck it. Here I am. What?
Well, here shortly. I gotta get off here shortly.
Oh,
To
you're fine.
start
Um,
getting.
you're good, brother. But no, I'm serious.
We're having sloppy Joe for dinner. So
Ah,
I cook.
super simple, Bill. Awesome. But no, Christy, I'm being serious. No conversation that has me and Erica has ever had, and yes, I called him Erica, um, have ever had where he has the false hope that you have told him that y'all were getting back together, like that y'all are getting back together. But it's always been that he, at this point in his life, he wishes and hopes that y'all will, but he understands you have some stuff going on, and that's what we were talking about. That he has some stuff going on that he has to deal with. Whether y'all get back together or not, you both have some stuff you got to heal from. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There is stuff going on. I don't care what it is. My friends about the house stay a couple times, but different family members have been trashed publicly on Facebook. So excuse me if I start hearing my name triggers this response. You know what? Hey, I cannot, I can't, and I will not take responsibility or say anything for anybody else of his family. I don't know what's. I've not seen anything on his Facebook that to me seems to specifically, and I've known him for a year and a half, to specifically point to you or your name directly that I have seen, and I see his post regularly because I have it at the top of my list as I do the rest of my friends. I've not seen your name directly. I don't know about his family member. I can't. That's not me. Okay. I'm just saying what I have dealt with in the last year and a half since I have known him. And it's not just a game. We have met in person. We have hung out. We have chilled. I've been in that very purple room, um, playing on the games and everything else. Met his grandmother, um, and not once has a conversation ever has come up that has specifically stated that you were the problem. As I've always told him. As I've always told him, you and her both have issues going on. Okay? You and her both has stuff you need to heal from. And if a conversation needs to be had between you and him to say, to get everything out, get everything out, just let everything out. Have a cry fest, whatever. I would say don't do it over the phone. I would say
It's
do
like
it somewhere
like
publicly.
this. Let me say this. Um, I understand, and Chris, I see you in my chat too, so I see what you're saying, and I see the complicated. So it's like this once again. Yes, in the past, I have went and vented to my problems because I was hurt, Christy. You don't want to talk to me about it. You don't want to talk to me because you don't want to talk about it, right? So therefore, I've had to go vent other areas. You know, I wouldn't have those conversations, or I wouldn't have invented what I need to talk about because I'm not like you. I used to be like you, where I compartmentalize a lot of stuff, keep it within myself, and it gets to the point where I explode and go off on people and blah 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 blah, all this other stuff. I've done this plenty of times over the years, way before you even met me. Okay, so no, now it does make me feel better if I need to talk about it. And Candyman, the guy you see right now, is the one guy that I go and talk to and stuff about things or whatever. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I said, and right now in this stream, obviously, I've been in the I said, well, Christy, that's them. I'm like, once again, I can't control what other people have said to you or in the past. Because honestly, I didn't know anybody said anything to you until you told me about it and you're going off on me and blah blah blah. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, not one time have I ever trashed you to anybody. I've went Candyman can even tell you I've talked to Candyman about you plenty of times in over the past year.
I know. That's what
And
I was
not
just telling her.
and not
It's,
one time, and he can vouch for that. That not one time have I ever trashed you. It's been I love you and I want to be with you and I really care about her very freaking much. And yes, it sucks. It does suck. I mean, like today, today I text you, how's your day going so far this morning? I text you this morning. I got left on ignored. I got left on ignored.
okay.
And then I'm like, hold on.
That's probably a conversation that needs to be left between you and her. This technically is a
But,
men's mental health.
yeah, what I'm saying is though, is that I've tried to talk to you about what I'm feeling, whatever. But every time that I do, I said I'm like, you make me feel like a piece of shit for doing so. I said I'm like, and whatnot. I said it's what makes me feel that way, man. But not one time have I ever lashed out at you, lashed about you, or talked trash about you. Not one time. What other people perceive when I talk to them about it, and they're going to be like, "Oh, she's the big bad wolf." Never once said you're a big bad wolf, and I never said that you. And I see this other comment too, where you know, where you're talking about like yes, Christy, we haven't talked about getting back together. We have not talked about that. I said it's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying you know, is like, you know,
What's going on, stream? I know you can still hear me, so we are.
what I'm saying is though, it's like
So we're in
it's on
a
both
midst
parts.
of
There's stuff that I have to get over with,
an
too,
argument
but
between
there's
my
also
boy
stuff
Spanky and
that you're
we were
needing
just
to work
having
on too. But I mean, but
a men's
it's
mental
just like
health.
yes, it's just Christy. It sucks that
And the woman
all
that
this
he
stuff that we talk about,
feels
like
is causing some.
it's I understand
Not
your
necessarily it's
reasons
her
for not
fault. It's just his
being
mental
ready.
space is because of
It's
that relationship.
it's like
She
it's the
just
part
happened to jump
where
into the stream, so
I
this is
wish you were.
this is where we're at.
And it's fine that
So
you're not. I said,
so
Christy, that's fine. I
yeah,
said, but at the
y'all
same
can't
time, it's like,
y'all can't see his stream, but
I
she
don't know.
is
You know what
jumping
I'm
into
saying?
his comments talking about that she's
Well,
exhausted. They
yeah,
talked to a
because
hell of a lot of times. She's tired of being quiet.
that's the also
She
thing
has
too.
her
It's
faults,
been like
but this
for
ain't
2 years
all
now
her
where you're at in
fault,
life.
kind of thing.
You know,
So we got a lot going on here. All right. So
like I
this
said,
is
but I also sent you another text message too earlier after that too,
you can
which
hear
I
him
couldn't see, but you
talking,
didn't
but
respond back to.
I'll do my best
You know,
to read what she's
but
saying.
if you go back
But
and watch this whole entire
she
thing, because
feels
obviously
that I
you're
feel
just
like
now
this is
tuning
a
into
Jerry
it.
Springer show now.
I mean, I
Um,
can see my viewer count on my thing over here. So I know you haven't been here the whole entire time.
she
I
feels like
said,
that she's
I know
being
you hit your
blamed as a
thing, you
big
mentioned
bad
like,
wolf,
oh, he's talking shit. Chris, go back and
but
watch it.
she's really
Go
not.
back and watch it.
He's
Like,
not talked anything bad about
because I
her.
haven't trashed you. I wasn't trashing you. I didn't do that
So,
because I wasn't
anyways,
trashing you
let's continue.
at all. Can't make your mics out again if you're not talking or
Oh,
whatever.
nope. I was
There you
letting
go.
you do. I was letting you do your thing. I was talking to my stream. We're good.
I saw your mouth moving.
Yeah,
But
I was talking to my stream. We're good.
I said, like Candy Man just told you, we haven't been. I have not been trashing you.
Yeah, this at all in the conversations that you and I have ever had um, about where you're at in your mental health and stuff, and has Christy, you have never come up of being a negative point in his life. Okay, nothing
Very,
bad.
very, very opposite of that actually.
Yeah, nothing bad. And I'm not just saying this because he's one of my friends. I'm saying this because I'm not going to bullshit nobody. I never will. You ask plenty of my friends. I never will bullshit you. What I'm telling you is that he has never trashed you. He has never talked down about you. He's never said anything negative about y'all's relationship. He's only said that he is absolutely crazy about you. He misses you, and he really don't quite understand why y'all are not together. But
I
he
know
is
I understand that part, but I mean,
okay. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding that part. My bad. But he wishes y'all could be back together, but he also understands why y'all are not at the moment, and he understands that he has some mental health to deal with, and he also understands that you have some stuff to deal with. And that's why we're talking. That's why we're having a men's mental health. Well, on his says a little sit down with him. On mine it says men's mental health conversation because it has nothing. You may have been a part of that collaborate of many things in his life that has not necessarily negatively, but has at least impacted where he's at mentally. And he's just trying to talk about it and vent it. He's trying to get it out. And that's what we're having here. We're having a men's mental health conversation on a podcast. And the best thing that we have right now is through Discord, which is streaming through his platform and all three of my platforms. And we're just having that men's mental health conversation. Yeah, y'all's relationship may have come up, but nothing negative was ever part of that. And I know you said you're going to go back and stream it or look at it. Do so. Not once has he ever negatively talked about you. Not once has he ever talked down about you.
not at all. Past 2 years.
You know, he started talking about some stuff that was bothering him, and then he gets to crying. He gets, or tearing up, not necessarily crying, but tearing up like we men do. And just like the rest of us guys we do, we shut it down. We go, well, anyways, that's our typical response when we start getting upset. When something really starts bothering us, where we want to look at my knuckles, beat the hell out of shit, and before we get to that point, majority of us go, whatever, and we shut it down. This is why we're having this conversation today, because I had a breakdown the other day. Yep, that's exactly right, Josh.
Christy, I'm gonna say this, man. It's like
I'm going to talk to my stream real quick.
Yeah, you're good.
So yeah, what we're talking
Chris, like I
about. I
said,
know y'all
I've
can't
never
see
badmouthed you.
what he's
Not
talking
one
about,
freaking time.
but
These
he's
past
talking
2
about
years,
his mental
I've never
health.
badmouthed you. The way that people take that and then like I said, they want to come at you. Like,
Turn him down.
like I said, I knew nothing about it until you came and told me it's like that, and you're, coming at me about it, and I'm like,
There we go. So basically, what's going on? I don't want to mute him
So
completely.
then,
So
so
I
then,
turn
then,
down.
then in turn, Josh, I think Josh is in here too. Josh,
Okay, there we go.
can
So
also
you should be able to hear this now.
found out that stuff was
Anyways, so we're he's just having he went through a bad breakup a couple years ago with a woman that he absolutely adores. Okay, and he's not talking bad about her. He's not talking negative about her at all in any of our conversations on stream or privately. But he's just having a hard time, right? So we're just venting. He's not talking negative about her. He's just talking about his emotions that came out of that. And of course, she's jumping in here like she's targeted because apparently there's been conversations that he's had with his family, and his family has approached her. Well, that's not his fault of his own. It's not. He can't control what his family's going to do. So, um, anyway, so that's where we're at. So I'm going to turn it back on. I know you can't see his comments. I don't know how to merge it, but yeah. So we'll go back over here. I'm here, brother.
No, you're good. No, Christy, I ain't saying that you. Um, no, you have, but at the same time, it's if you know,
Is it a thing that you feel
it's
like
like
that
it's like
she's
I
not
see.
listen? She's listening to what you're saying, but she's not understanding it.
I mean, Chris, I don't know. Maybe that could that be, but
I'm just throwing out a thought.
I mean, it's just like, yeah, you won't. Yeah, like I said, no. So I'm like, I said, I won't listen. No, Chrissy, when I have tried to talk to you, do shut it down. You shut it down. I said, and then get mad at me when I talk to Candyman or if I go talk to other people about it.
Well, I guess
And it's
we're
like,
having a open forum
okay,
conversation.
yeah, you
So
say your people. I said, well, your people
anyone
are
wants to join in?
different,
Come on
Christy.
in.
I said, I'm like, I mean, the people, and I will say the person that you talk to, and I know who this
Hey,
person is.
so guys, if you're
Your
joining
person
in,
that you
we're
go
having
talk
a
to about your
open
stuff.
forum. It was
Well,
going to
you
be
guys
a
have had the
men's
same
mental
upbringing
health, but
too.
now we're getting into
You all have had the same
a
upbringing as well.
ex
So I
boyfriend
mean,
ex
it's
girlfriend
like,
conversation. So
and some
if you
people
want
are
to,
like that.
I
Other
know y'all
people,
can't see what she's responding in
talk about this stuff, and then,
um,
like I
his
said,
stream
I can't
because
control
she is in
what
his
other people
comments, but
do,
I would
right?
gladly do
I can't control
my
that.
best to narrate.
If I vent to, or if I talk to Candyman about stuff, and me and Candy, that's why I talk to Candy now. I'm like, cause I know me and Candy can talk about stuff or whatever, and it stays between me and Candy. I know in the past where I went and talked to other people, like say my family or other people or mutual friends of ours at the time, who, I understand they go back and say something to you, but then I don't know that they said something to you until you're on at me, and then I don't, and I'm like, I have no clue. And I never said that you don't listen. I just say that
I feel
you
like I'm
you
being a
do
moderator here.
shut it down.
But hey,
Shut it down
anybody who's here
or
that
whatever.
is
And
hearing
it's
my voice
like,
that wants to
you know,
join our Discord,
and that's just
if you
because, like,
see his
Chrissy, I want
Discord
to be able
right
to express
there,
how I'm feeling about something and then not get freaking,
it's an invite, and we'll
you
gladly
know,
join. If you can't see
irritated
his,
or
there's mine.
aggravated, or you get irritated or
Um,
aggravated. It's like,
Candyman 1.0.
no
There's my
fuck,
numbers
man. Like, and
there,
I'd be sitting just trying to talk to you,
right there.
and it's like,
Oh,
okay,
where's my
well,
numbers?
I'm a whatever for bringing up
Do,
how
do,
I'm feeling. I'm supposed to
do.
just sit here and whatever about stuff, man. Like, I mean,
Anyways,
and
that's
just
mine on Discord
be
too.
cool
So
with it. Like, I mean, you know,
let's go back to the
for the
fun.
majority of most people, it does not work that way. It does not work that way for the majority of most people.
So he's talking
I'm like,
about, or she's talking
and that's
about
also fine.
being bad
You
mouth
know,
because his
like,
family and stuff. Like I said,
but you can't,
um,
you know,
she's responding saying, "You say I won't listen to your feelings, Eric. How many
I
hours have I
mean,
listened? I've stayed up all night listening,
like I said, but
many
at the
many
same
nights.
time, though,
Okay."
too,
And I think it's more for him. What he's feeling, I
it's
think, is
like,
more of a, he's
I mean,
feel
you
like
haven't been in
she's
this bullshit
listening,
thing. You come in, you hit your day,
but
you're ready to go. blazing, man. Already.
She's not
guns
understanding
blazing,
what he's
right?
really
You
dealing
were
with.
about to. I saw
Us
it
guys,
happening.
knows what
And
he's
it's
dealing
like
with.
you weren't even in here for the whole entire thing so far.
And I have
Just
reassured
now
her
made
that
appearance in here.
um,
And already, because you hear your name, it's like
she has never been
automatic
badmouthed
trigger.
at
Boom,
all.
let's go.
She's
You
never been
know,
badmouthed.
I mean,
Okay, well, she's calm.
I mean,
Cool.
you might be
She
calm
just
now,
said I'm
but
calm.
Christy, I also know you. I mean, I saw how it was, how the conversation was coming into, like how you were starting to chime in.
Okay, well, at the same
No.
time, don't instigate the conversation to make it even worse. Instead of saying, "Hey, I see," you may say you're calm, but I see where it was going. Instead of that direction, maybe just saying, "Okay, cool. I'm glad you're calm. I'm calm too."
Yeah,
There's a different way to handle that, brother.
yeah. I'm okay. I'm glad you're calm too. I mean, that's also something I'm having to work on too, because there's times where I see things and it's like, I mean,
And you
no, but I
instead,
mean,
yeah, and instead of thinking about it, you react to it without giving the chance to think about it.
Yep, I mean, that's true too.
And
You
I
know,
mean, I've called you out on that on the game too,
oh yeah, for sure.
plenty of times.
Look, man, I'll say this
And
about Candyman too.
that
Candyman, if I'm messing up somewhere, or if I'm in the wrong somewhere, he'll be the first one to freaking tell me.
you're damn right. I
He'll
call
be
your
the
ass
first
out
one to
on
tell
it.
me. He will beat you to it before you can say anything. So I'm like, and that's why I respect Candyman too, man. Like, I said, because I like people who are like that. I respect people who are like that.
All right, my pops
You
needs me.
know,
I'll be right back.
yeah, you're good, bro. Go ahead. You know, but that's what I'm saying, Chrissy. I say yes. You know, it's like I said, I have not trashed y'all. Go back and watch the stream. Go back to Night Life part. Go back, start it over. Watch from the beginning, or you can watch for maybe like the last hour. You know,
Don't beat the dead horse. She already said she would.
anyway. But I mean,
That's what he means, Christy. I call him out on
yeah,
shit.
that's what I mean. Anyway, but I'm glad that you're in here. I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad that you do tune in and stuff like that.
Are we calm now? Are we good?
So, no, I'm fine. I've been fine, but like,
No, sir.
I
You
mean,
got upset there too.
I got upset a little bit. But I mean, okay.
Okay, bullshit. You got upset. Even Michael just said bullshit. And he's been sitting here quiet. But we're all woosa right now, right? We're all calm. We're all cool.
Michael's always quiet. But like,
all right, Pop.
no, Chris, if you went back and watched, yes.
I realize we're out. I gotta go get some.
Let me be y'all.
That asshole done muted us. Dick.
Well, it's all right. I'm about to get off here anyway.
No,
so
that's
I gotta
cool.
Start dinner.
All right, go ahead and do what you think, man. I'm staying on for a little while.
I'll catch y'all later.
All right, man. Stream, I'm still here. They're trying to talk. But well, you don't know. I can join another way to hear his shit.
Love you. I do
Right
love you.
there.
I care about you. I think I mean you're the most special person to me. I think the world of you. I'm not trashing you at all. I'm not. I understand that we're nowhere near ready for this here, you and me, whatever, and stuff like that, and yes, Chrissy, it does suck. It does suck. And I'm allowed to feel that it does suck. And it sucks that we're not going to be talking for right now and shit. That's okay for me to feel away. Because I do want to talk to you, Chrissy. The first thing I want to do is text you good morning in the mornings. Every morning I wake up. If something happened at work or something happened that day, you're the first person I want to talk to about it. You're the first person I want to talk to about it. You're the person I want to talk to all damn day. Because if makes my day brighter. It makes my day go by fast. It really does. No one here is I'm not trashing you. I'm not talking bad about you. I'm not talking down on you. I'm not doing any of that. I love you and care about you. And it does, like I said, it does suck that you're not ready. It does suck that I am ready. I've been ready for a while. It does suck that other things have to happen before this can happen or whatever. Like, and it sucks that we're not going to talk right now. It sucks that we're not going to be in contact. It does. It does suck. But I understand why. That's it. I mean, that's it. And like I said, I'm glad that you tune in my streams and you watch, and I'm glad that you you know I'm glad with everything else too. I am. Um, yes, right this second, right now, do I wish things were different? Of course I do, but
Watch this. I'm about to message him on the stream. He'll let me know that I can still hear him.
it is what it
Here we
is
go.
right now. And there's nothing I can do to change that. Or yeah, I wish that things were different right now, but they're not. And like I said, if you go back and watch, I understand. It's like I told Kenny, there's a chance that things can still happen with you and me. There's also another chance that it may never. It may never, and that also sucks. But I mean, it's like I told you when we first got back in contact 2 months ago, almost 2 months ago. I told you straight up, like, there's nothing I can say or do anymore. If you're still not ready, you're not ready. You're not ready. Josh, we're not seeing. If now either. So
Okay, there we go.
like I said, you may be ready
stream.
next month, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know.
As soon as we catch up, we're gonna go mute, and I'm gonna flip him the bird.
Yeah, no, you were Mike and we're talking. I was trying to talk to. You're unmuted, by the way. Your mic is muted and your camera's off. I don't know if you hear me or not. There you go. Okay, there you are. Great.
No. You muted us, sir. You muted your mic where we couldn't hear anything. So we went to the stream. Me and my stream. We went to the stream to tune in on the conversation. Please continue. Sorry, I'm trying to lighten the mood a little bit, man. My stream's over here cracking up. So. But I agree with Josh. Well, I try to say that.
Look.
Hey, you said you said your piece, right?
Yeah, that's all I can say right now, honestly.
She said her piece. Not just this conversation, but previously.
Over the past, you talking about like the past and shit.
Yeah, different conversations. She said her piece. You said her piece.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's time because she has offered for y'all to set up a time for y'all to get together. I don't know if in person or on the phone, but she has set up a time or offered for y'all to get together, sit down, and talk privately.
No, she was talking about joining the stream combo thing.
No?
Because she's out with her.
I'm scrolling back. I'm scrolling up.
Yeah, she wasn't talking about me and her talk one.
No, she said, let's schedule a time for the big bad wolf to join the conversation.
I think she was like talking about the stream, Candy. She wasn't talking about like me and her.
Well, don't interpret what she's saying. Let her say it directly. She can hear us. That's what I thought too, Josh.
Not what
She,
I read, but
okay, fine. Christy, you're still in here. What did you mean? Can you please specify? Did you mean joining our little conversation here, or did you mean having a one-on-one conversation with you and him? I know the stream is delayed, so we'll wait.
yeah, I don't know why YouTube has I mean, I can put it to where it's not a delay, but it's not the best quality for it. So it's the latency shit.
Excuse me.
Need to go. I am gonna go here in a little while. I'm gonna go out and DoorDash, whatever, and stuff like that.
All right, Eric, don't respond. Just let me say something. I know you just read that. I just read that too.
Go ahead.
Okay? My interpretation of that, Christy, correct me if I'm wrong or not. She's pretty much saying that she has tried to talk to you about the same thing over and over and over. Basically saying that it's just not going to happen. That's what I'm reading. So,
What are you saying?
I'm saying that maybe it's time for you just to accept the fact that it ain't going to happen. Heal yourself and move on. That's all I can say. And the more, I will say this, and I've learned this from the past, the more and more that you try to get something to happen that you want, the further you're going to push that person away. I had to learn the hard way on that one. So basically, all the good morning texts, all the afternoons, all the waiting a week or two and texting and saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Basically, all that just needs to be stopped and squashed. Okay, I love you, brother. I'm just being real. I've always been real with you. But from what I'm reading, from what she's saying, you may be interpreting something different. Okay, I'm just going off of what I've heard from you and what I'm reading from her. It is just time for you to stop, step back, and just take care of you and let her do whatever she needs to do. Don't text, don't talk. I mean, no offense, Christy, but in my opinion, I would just say block her. Block, delete, done. And if she's meant to be, she'll find another way to come, find you if she gets to that point. No offense, Christy. I don't mean that by anything about you,
Okay,
but I'm talking about his mental health.
Let me see this on my part, though. Okay.
That's just my opinion.
There's been other cool. There's been other times too, though. Okay, that she's told me to leave her be, leave her alone, blah blah blah, and I did just that. I did just that. I said my piece, and then I fucking just boom done.
I know where you're going. It goes both ways for sure.
Right. So it's like
absolutely, Christy. It goes both ways.
So
I'll call you out on that too. And you can't deny it because I know you've messaged him. So
because I'm saying, let me say this. So I disappeared. She wants me gone. I'm gone. I stay gone. Okay. Now, granted, this past time, I'm the one that kind of reached out and shit like that after some
This
weeks went
time.
by.
Yeah.
But all the other times where I was told, leave me alone, I did just that.
Oh, brother.
And then, and it's, but it's like, but then she reaches back out to me and shit after so many weeks of whatever go by.
Hello,
And it's
stream.
like,
Welcome to Dr. Phil.
all right,
With
you tell me to
Candyman.
leave you alone. You come back, and yeah, I get you, baby, missing me, and I miss her too and shit. But it's like
I'm
I said,
playing
but
the
then
middleman right now.
we get back to talking or communicating or whatever, and
I say again, you can't see his stream,
it's like,
but
but it's always still the whole part for
the
2
woman he's
years
talking about is in the stream.
that
So,
it's like I'm not ready. Okay, I understand you're not ready, but
so we're having a
do you
conversation.
get
So
to a
welcome in.
point where we're either gonna see what's here, or do we just say fuck it and just move on?
Well, based on what I'm seeing, it sounds like it's time to say fuck it and move on. From her end, and
Hold on a second. What was over a year ago? Reached. Yes, I did reach out this time. Where we're going in 8 months of songs. Yes, that was me. That was me. I did reach out. I just said that.
he did.
I
He
reached out
he
this past time.
he took accountability for that.
I just said that. That was over a year ago. What was over a year ago? What was over a year ago?
So, stream, if you see me going back and forth, what I'm doing is going to his stream that's put up my other monitor and going over to him and see what he's doing. So I'm going back and forth and looking at y'all. So I got like a whole 3 conversations going on here. So I'm multitasking. So because of the YouTube delay, she's messaging, he's saying something, giving her time to respond. Oh, I see another YouTube. I've been through the same thing they've been through. I'll move on. Shift my accent. Right. Ah, okay, here we go. Now she's saying because she's reached out when she shouldn't have.
That wasn't over a year ago. That is what's happened in the past year.
What?
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Y'all both are taking ownership. Y'all are reaching out when you shouldn't have.
Yeah. Anyway.
So there you go. We at least got a mutual acknowledgement, right? You both have reached out when you knew you shouldn't have.
So anyway, yes, but the fact is that's that's been that's happened many times over a year. No, sir, are you shitting me? Please tell me you're shitting me.
Hold on. Is she saying no, sir, to you, or is she saying no, sir, to me?
Probably to me, because I'm the one that's talking.
Well, I was talking too. I was saying that y'all both reached a mutual agreement that you both have reached out.
To Candy or to me?
That's what I'm trying to do, Eric, but you're instantly responding instead of thinking about things.
No, I want to. Okay, let me go smoke a cigar. I'll be right back. Right back.
Leave your phone, bitch.
Huh?
I said, leave your phone, bitch. So you can't sneak in here. Well, I'll go ahead and be the first to say, yeah, it sounds like I just need to go ahead and end it. Be done. Block, move on, be done. What'd I say? You know my Dr. Phil experience since I am bald? Or my Dr. Phil opinion? Block him on everything, delete him, be done, and he needs to do the same thing. Just being honest. Eric, I know you're probably watching the stream on your phone, so block, delete, be done. And why is that little ass, I don't know what that is up there, on his bed, right there in the corner of the screen? Do you see it like right? Wait a minute. How's his screen set up? There, I think. In the corner of his bed. Keep moving. Wants to keep moving. Sorry. ADD. Squirrel. I keep seeing that shit in his damn screen. It throws me off. I'm sorry. Oh, real conversation. Woosah. I live in a goofy society, a goofy lifestyle. I can't help it, okay? I see shit and I fucking call it out. That's why everybody wants to come to me and talk. Anyways, yeah, but Christy, that also goes both ways. But I am curious though what the no sir was about. I'm curious about the no sir. Like, was that responding to my? It seems like you both has come to a mutual agreement that both of y'all have not or have reached out when you should not have, or is that a no sir to something else? But yeah, I'm right there with you. Block, move on. But that goes both ways. You must do the same. And if it's meant to be, you know, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 8 months down the road, then the universe will somehow, some way bring you back together, whether it be through your typical communication, or not, whether it be through somebody else or whatever. If not, then it's just not meant to be. I mean, there's an old saying: if you love them, let them go. Right? Which means that if you truly love somebody that you're having problems with, let them go. And if it's meant to be, they will come back to you. You can't force it. You can't push it. You can't hope. And I mean, you can hope, but you can't force it to happen because all you're going to do is push that person away. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's all it's going to be. So here now, reading your comment.
What
Hello,
up?
Eric. I know you just joined on. Okay, I know you just read her conversation, but I'm going to sit here and tell you I just told her what I'm going to tell you. She said, I agree. Blocked me. I've told him numerous times he should for his own peace, but at the same time, it's a mutual thing to where it, in my honest, blunt opinion, and you know I've always been blunt about everything. That's one thing why we're great friends, okay? She needs to block you, delete you, be done with it. You need to block her, delete her, and be done with it. You both have a lot on your plates. No way of saying or buts about it because she may have more on her plate, and I'm not comparing, okay? We all have our own shit that we deal with that is not above another's, okay? We all have our own stuff to deal with. But it's a like he was just saying Josh was not necessarily saying this, but it is a balance act, okay? We all have our own shit that we're dealing with, okay? Our life is up here. Somebody else is, we're like this, right? But the right person that comes into your life equals that out. It may teeter totter, but it stays roughly the same. If the shit is too far either way, it ain't meant to be. Time to go. Because this is your peace. This balance is your peace. And if it's going one way towards the negative, that's affecting your peace.
Well,
Even too much
I
in the
also
further side of it, where it seems too good to be true, fucks with your peace. It's a balance. She needs to focus on her kids and herself. You need to focus on your kids and yourself. I know what you got going on with
I
that.
I I
We're,
I I
okay?
I I hear what you're saying, and yes, right now, yes, I get what you're saying.
That's number
With this,
one,
with the
not
with
her.
the certain with the circumstances how they are right now, yes. Um,
No, 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 no. Christy, he wasn't saying that you reached out and okay, he was saying a year ago, and you even said at that time frame that you reached out. He was saying with, 8 months ago or whatever, he was within the 8 months of peace or silence or however you said, however you worded it, he was the
okay.
one who reached out this time. Okay, so
Let me
all I
let me
was
break it.
saying
Let me
was
break this down for a second. Let me break this down for a second. Okay, this is what I mean. Okay, the first time you told me to leave you alone, you're not ready to leave me alone. Blah blah blah. I left you alone. You reached out a few weeks later. We talked for a little while again, or we communicated. You know, you
Josh,
chose
I
to do
agree.
you chose to do other things again, and that's fine. That's your choice. You told me to leave you alone. I left you alone again. A few weeks go by, a month goes by, you reach out again. It has happened that way numerous times over the year. But then every time you come back around, it's always you're not ready. And I leave you alone. I've left you alone.
I hear you, Christy.
You know,
Read
said,
her
like,
2
that's-
comments.
huh?
Read her last 2 comments. She's got one, then Josh said something, then Christy said something. I'll read them together. And yeah, Christy, that's what we were talking about. That you,
Yeah.
before that, you haven't
that.
reached out.
Yeah.
Okay. And this time it was him. You before, him now. So it's a bounce out.
Right. So I mean,
But if she's only reached out to be a friend, then no, I'm sorry. Not with the history. With this kind of history, you can't just be friends. You just can't. It's time to go.
it's,
Block, delete, have a good life. I'm going to heal myself so I don't fuck the next person over.
Okay. So hold on a second.
I'm talking about in general, dude. I ain't focused on you or her. I'm just talking in general.
What I'm saying is, Christy, the next time you reach out to me or you want to reach out to me, I understand you may miss me and shit, and I miss you too. But I'm also tired of the not ready shit, man. I'm also tired of the not ready shit. I want you to be ready. So the next time you reach out to me, if you want to reach out to me and shit, be ready. Be fucking ready, man, because I'm tired of it. You know, I'm tired of, we reminisce, and yes, and Josh, it's to only be the friend. It's not that way, Josh. Not here, because here's the thing. We have openly told each other, okay, that we have deep feelings for one another. Still, okay, and that's what sucks, man. I said, it's not the part of Chris. Josh, I can be friends. I can, but at the same time, it sucks to have to sit there and pretend that it's just a friendship when there's something way fucking more than that. And it sucks that one person is ready while the other person isn't ready. Like,
Then out of the history of her.
Okay, let me repeat this because I think she just came back and she's at work. So, Christy, if you're watching right now, what I just said, I think you tuned out for a second. I don't know. I said, but the thing is, what I just said and said, it's like, everyone's like, you can't keep it. Okay. Thing is,
Well, if you're going to read it, read the whole thing.
No. Like, I'm tired of pretending something here. There's something not here when there's something is. And it's like, and what Josh said like, oh, just wish she's trying to be a friend. There's part of that, but at the same time, there's also feelings too. It goes way beyond that, and she knows that. But she's not ready to act on that, and that's fine. But what I've been going through with for over a year and a half now is like, you want me to leave you alone? I leave you alone, and I don't reach out to you. I don't say shit. But then you reach out to me, but then you're still not ready. And it's like, and then other things happen. So it's like,
oh boy,
you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm at with it.
Okay, can I speak now?
Like, go ahead.
All right, brother. Everything you just said in the last 30 seconds is the exact same thing you've been saying for the last, how long has this stream been going? 2 hours?
Well, she wasn't here for the whole 2 hours. She just really popped in her face.
3 hours. 3 hours. Almost 3 hours. Okay. It doesn't matter if she's been here the last 3 hours of the stream or not. It's the same thing that you've been expressing to her every time y'all had a conversation. Now we all know, and it's in stream or recorded on yours and mine both. Mine is going to be raw. You can edit yours, but mine ain't getting edited. But here's the deal. You both have agreed within the last whatever time frame it was, you've reached out to each other, even though knowing it was probably not the best thing to do. I'm sure at some point, maybe not now, but you both have reached out. I know you have, Eric. She has not expressed anything, but I'm sure at some point in the last 2 years or however long it's been, feelings have been expressed of how you both feel about each other. At some point, I'm sure a conversation has come up in the hopes and dreams that it should, maybe it will happen, maybe it won't, blah, blah. But here's the deal, we're here at the end of this 2 year chaos, mental, I don't want to, episode that y'all been dealing with, that y'all been doing this back and forth stuff. And all it's doing is driving you both insane and driving you both further apart. If there's absolutely, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, but if there's absolutely any hope at all, and Christian, I'm speaking to you too, if there's absolutely any hope at all for some type of reconciliation in the future of a relationship that may or may not happen, whether it be a romantic relationship, whether it be a just a friendship, whether it be, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Mutual, mutual friends or whatever the case may be. These conversations have got to stop. Y'all have got to block each other. It goes both ways. Block, delete, and move on and heal your own inner peace and your own inner child that is damaged, that is having so many issues of what's going on. Block, delete, done. That's the bottom line. Y'all have reached your end of the bridge to where it separates and it's time for y'all to go your each separate way. With no further conversation, and like I was telling her while you were outside smoking a cigarette, if the universe has deemed it true for y'all to truly be together at some point in life, whether it be in 3 months or 50 years from now, it will happen. Whether this common device right here in my hand, a cell phone, is the issue or not. At some point, the universe will bring y'all together if it's meant to be. Primarily, it's going to be in person. If it's meant to be, it's going to be in person. A cell phone, a text, or a phone call, or a message cannot fix and cannot bring people together. I'm sorry, but it can't. Not when it comes to no. Don't say anyways, bro. That's your biggest issue that I'm calling you out on. Is every time I talk about something, you're just like, anyways, we're going to something else.
No. What
Nope, that's exactly what you do.
That's not what I was about to say though. What I'm saying is
Block, delete, move on,
if you
and heal.
that's my end to the to this is that if you're ready, then reach out. Because like I said, that's it. You know, that's it. Because I'm tired of, like I said, I know Kenny's. I can see his frustration on his face with this.
Absolutely, bro. I'm
but
sorry, but I do. You block, delete, move on, bro. That's your only option at this point. Otherwise, it's going to turn even more toxic than what it is. And what y'all two got going on is toxic as fuck. Any therapist would tell you that. Y'all need to be done. Any psychologist will tell you, y'all need to be done. This is not healthy. I know that because I took first year psychology. Bet you didn't know that, did you, Eric?
well, it's also like you said though too. It's either you need to shit or get off the pot.
Okay. Well, y'all both tried to shit and it ain't happening, so now it's time to get off the pot. 2 years, y'all both been trying to shit on the same pot and it ain't working. I mean, I know that's a funny analogy.
She hasn't been, but I've been.
Don't point fingers.
I'm not
Okay?
pointing fingers. I'm
You
all these
are.
fucking facts, bro.
No,
I'm stating all
you.
these facts.
No, okay. You're pointing fingers. Okay, what you're doing is shitting on the pot and holding your arms out and hoping that she's going to come. But because you didn't, you're saying that she ain't ready. That ain't her fault.
You
It's
said
your.
herself she ain't ready.
Okay.
I'm saying to make that shit up in my head. She has literally told me every time she's not ready.
And you've already said that, but we're already past that point.
You know.
She showed to multiple times tonight in this stream.
And that's fine. what I'm saying is,
Then
what
time
I'm
to go. Block, delete, go.
what I'm saying is,
Yeah, I know.
is
If she's ready and if she feels ready,
okay,
reach out to you, which means you're not going to
fucking
block
fine.
her. You're not going to delete her. You're still going
Okay,
to run
listen,
down the entire cycle that you've been going through for the last 2 years. You're not listening to what anybody else is saying. You're going to go down the
my
same path.
sometimes feel like people don't listen to what the fuck I'm trying to say. What I'm Chrissy, I see you saying you're shaking your head. That's not a fucking generic answer. For one, okay, okay, I'm tired of being reached out to and then you're not ready. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of the not ready shit. We both know there's deep feelings there, all this other shit like that. I want you to be ready. If you're ready, if and when you're ready, then reach out. Okay. Yeah, Christy, I miss you too, and I miss a lot.
Oh, he ain't listening.
But I want you here.
I'm sure y'all can hear
Okay.
me stream, but
I'm tired of not being able for you to be here.
this man's going to go continue
That's what I'm
down the
tired of.
path of heartache.
That's what I'm tired of. I'm like, I've been hearing that now for over a year and a half now. You're not ready. That's fine. If you're not ready,
It's time to
then
get off
damn,
spot.
don't reach out to me if you're not ready then.
She hadn't reached
Because
out to
you
you in
know
over
I
a
am
year.
ready. That's all I'm saying about that.
Okay, but also at the same time, when was the last time she reached out to you?
We've been talking the past couple days or communicating.
I'm talking about prior to that.
What do you mean by this time?
You said this. Y'all both said this last stint of silence. You're the one who reached out.
Yeah, this is my first time reaching out.
So you reached out the last time. When was the last time she reached out?
I think it was like back in October. I get what you're saying, but also too, it's like you're also not.
Stream, y'all want to help?
Hold on. That's what pisses you off. Reach out already when I reached out last. Christy, I reached out one time. One time. I was the first one to reach out.
Unending
The
cycle.
times you reached out to me when you're not ready. The other times you reached out to me.
Oh no! Don't
I can
thank me.
keep counting. I can keep
Don't
counting.
thank me. Don't thank me, Christy. I'm not taking sides here. I'm just calling it out the way I see it, and from what I've been told. So
I can keep counting.
Eric,
No, man, no.
look
Okay,
at me. Look at me.
no,
I love
I'm
you, bro.
understanding this.
No. I'm not even talking about that no more. I'm not even talking about her anymore. No offense, Christy. I'm done talking about you. I can't say anymore. Eric, look at my screen. I don't know if you're looking at my screen. Okay, you see my screen?
I see.
What am I doing?
You're flicking me off.
Okay. All right. Listen, you motherfucker. I love you. You know, I've always been here for you, and I always will be here for you. But as one of your friends, I need you to know that it's time to move on, brother. It is time for you to heal yourself. It is time for you to let go of this hope. Can I talk without interruption?
Yeah.
It's time. It's time to take the hope of Christy and throw it out the window. It's time to heal yourself, bro. You're not at peace with yourself because if you were, none of this shit would be bothering you. If you're actually truly at peace with yourself, it would be what it is. It is what it is. Hey, she don't want to be with me. Oh well, her loss, or however you feel. Okay.
Josh, she does it too, bro. It's not just me.
Well, and I've already said this. It needs to be a mutual thing between you both. If you're not going to be in a relationship and it's just going to be a back and forth, and not talking about you, Eric, of being ready, it's time to go. Bye. See ya. Eric, you have held on to this a whole lot longer than I ever would have. This would have lasted maybe
I'll be
4
honest with
months.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't done this with any other female, dude. Any other female when they're
Well,
see it, bye.
you're also what?
I've
You're
done that. With,
30.
I've done that with everybody else.
You're what? 33?
Yeah,
30,
33.
33? I don't know your age, dude. I'm sorry.
I'm 34.
Okay, whatever. Okay. I'm seeing in you what I dealt with 16 years ago with my ex. And I know what kind of fucking heartache and what spiraling out of control that put me in. And all I'm trying to do is help you heal before you get to that vortex that sucks you down that's going to drive you absolutely insane. You don't want to know where I was at then. You don't. You don't. I mean, I will talk about it. I'll probably choke up. I'll probably cry. But you don't want to be in that point. Now, I can't do it right now because my daughters are here.
Right.
Because it's my daughter's mom. You know, but when my daughter's in here, we'll go live again. I don't care. We will talk about it. And I promise you, I will cry like a damn baby. It was a bad point in my life. Pretty close to right around about a year and a half younger than you were. And it damn near cost me my kids. It damn near cost me my career. It damn near cost me my family, and it damn near cost me my life. And you're at the beginning stages of what I went through. And to be honest, you're at that obsessive stage that I was at. Whether you want to recognize it or not, we all see it on the outside. You're at this obsessive point with this love that you feel that you'll do anything and everything you can to keep hold of it. But what you're doing in reality is breaking yourself and pushing her away. That's the short story. The rest of it I'm not going to get into, but I'm telling you, that's exactly where you're going. That's the path you're going down. I know it because I've been there and I've done it. You think these tattoos covers up? Just no. They're not there just to look good. They're there to cover shit up. That's the path I went down when I was at the beginning of where you're going down now. It's not worth it, brother. In computer terms, Control Alt Delete. That's not the path you want to go down. That's not the path I want to see you go down. All right, I've said my piece. I'm done. Yeah, I do the same thing. See, shit starts coming up and I don't want to talk about it. I do the same thing.
I know. I see it, man.
But both of y'all need to Control Alt Delete. Just be done.
Yeah, so
I know it's easier said than done.
I'm just gonna reiterate this one time and I'm done with it.
Depends on what it is. You probably already said it 5 times.
Yeah, probably. I just wanted to make it clear, man, is that, and I know she's in here watching right now. So, Chris, I am going to tell you is that yes, I do love you. I think the world of you. I do care about you a great deal. But if you're not ready, please don't reach out. If you are ready and then want to see where I'm at in my life at that time, you got ways to get a hold of me. But I can't keep doing that back and forth shit no more, man.
And obviously, she can't either. So, it's not just you, brother. I love you, man.
I get that, but
there ain't no but. It's both ways.
So,
I mean, we all have buts, but that's not the right but to put in that conversation. If you're ready, maybe the world will let us. If not, well, I wish you the best. That's all you can say. She's never asked you to. All you can say is, I wish you the best. All she can say is, I wish you the best. And you go your separate ways. Y'all are at that end of the rainbow bridge where it separates. I've said this before and I'll say it again and I'll continue saying it. Don't go too far down that path till you can't get back.
I feel it.
Anyways, yep.
This is bizarre W. What?
That was an accident, W. But this is just this. You want to talk about bizarre? I mean, this is truly the kind of shit that we guys think about. Truly, yeah, we always think about the women that we care about and that we love in our life. But deep down, this is the shit that we guys deal with. Deep down, this is the shit that we guys don't want to talk about. But at the same time, me and Eric knows this is the kind of conversation that majority of us guys actually really need to have.
Um,
Period.
Chrissy, I'm gonna
Now I'm
respond
gonna
to
go
what
smoke.
yeah, go ahead, smoke. I'm gonna respond to what you just said, Chrissy. What you have to realize too is that when people actually love you and shit, I know you've been through shit in your life. And I get that. Um, thing is, Chrissy, you have also expressed that you do have feelings for me too. Still, and I understand that it can't be right now. Chrissy, I ain't saying that it may never be that down the road. But what I'm getting tired of is you reach out to me, and I'm not saying you did it this time. I'm the one that reached out this time.
Beating dead horse.
But all the other times you reached out to me, it's been I'm not ready and shit. And it's like
He's stuck in the
I
past,
understand
but
you're
not
not
the
ready,
now.
but at the same time,
Be right back,
it's
sir.
like you know, I said the thing is, Chrissy said when someone loves you, like truly fucking loves you, and gives a shit about you, and like I said, you may have never experienced that before. I don't know. I said, but when someone truly loves and cares about you, man, you don't have to ask them to do shit. They do it because they love and care about you. They do shit for you or do shit whatever because they do love and care about you. You don't have to ask for anything. You don't have to ask. You know, I've been trying to get you to realize that for 2 years now. You still don't realize that shit to this day. You know, and as far as this bizarre, well, if it's bizarre, you don't have to be watching. I mean, honestly.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt, but my grandfather just told me something that just absolutely blew my mind that I feel like both of y'all need to know.
Okay, what's that?
It may be the right person, but the wrong time.
I mean, that's true too.
Which means don't push away the right person because it's the wrong time.
Well,
there, brother. No. Oh no, I'm not even on. Give me a few. All right, buddy. All right. Come on, girl. Go ahead.
Chrissy, I don't understand. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Okay. You told me to leave. There's been a handful of times. Chrissy. There's like a handful of people that can say the same thing here. You know. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. Well, I mean, my bad for reading that wrong. That's on me. But okay. You said you keep saying that you haven't reached out in a year. Christy, you reached out a handful of times in the past year. You have. You have reached out a handful of times. Each time you told me to leave you alone, I left you alone. A couple weeks, a month go by, and I hear from you again. You reach out to me. What I'm saying is, Christy is like, yeah, what Candyman just said, it may be right person, wrong time. That's also fine. But, but at the same time, no, Christy, you have reached out to me a handful of times in the past year. But like I said, though, too, there's also a lot of factors and things, too, that have also happened that you also know that I'm not publicly sharing because I'm not going to.
Oh, my. Anybody else feel like we're on a carousel? Just round around?
So,
Oh, at this point, it sounds like we're just on a carousel and it keeps going round and round and round.
well, I mean, here's the thing, bro. It's like she's like, I haven't reached out in over a year. That is not true. She has reached out plenty of times in over a year.
In all honesty, that's not what you just said.
What? How do? Yeah, I just said those exact words.
Not just said, but literally earlier in the conversation, I asked you when was the last time you reached out to her, and you were like, I don't know, maybe like 6 months, 8 months ago, or whatever. And I said, okay, when was the last time she reached out to you? You said it was longer than that. But you also said y'all been apparently texting or whatever, messaging the last couple of days.
Past month, 2 months.
The fact of the matter is that you're hung up on an issue that's not even an issue.
Okay.
In my outside looking in, y'all already agreed you both reached out when you shouldn't have. Shouldn't be another conversation about it. You already talked about it.
Okay. Well, then that's like I said. That's my final shit on it. Then don't reach out to me unless you're ready to do shit. That's it. And then I will see where I'm at then.
And same thing goes for you.
That's it.
Don't reach out to her.
No, I'm not. No. Every other time she's asked me to leave her alone, dude, I've done. It sucked and shit, but I left her alone.
That's why I say block, delete, or at least block. And if it's meant to be, it'll come around. Just like my grandfather just said, it may be the right person, but the wrong time. But don't push that right person away because it's the wrong time.
No, enough said. Okay, well, that's fine.
There it is. I know, Josh. I just said that too. And also, just keep in mind for both of y'all, if one of y'all block and delete, even if the other one reaches out, they won't be able to see it.
The whole block and delete thing is all bullshit anyway, because you can always create a whole nother profile and go reach out that way.
Not if you block and delete cell phone numbers.
Even then, bro. There's always a way. So the whole block and deleting shit doesn't really fucking make jack shit sense anymore nowadays.
That's only if you intended to do so. If you had no intention to do so, there would be no other accounts created.
But like I said, bro, I mean, if you didn't hear what I was saying to you while you were smoking, whatever.
No, I heard you. I can hear everything.
Okay. Like I said, there's also a lot of other stuff that I'm not making publicly known because
it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. It's not gonna be, and
then there's no need to even say so.
No need. So I mean, there's just that.
Yep. Exactly, Josh. What I just said.
God, there's just shit I can't fucking say. Fuck.
Doesn't matter.
I understand what you're all saying. I get that, but
Dude, we're not talking just to you. We're talking to her too. Like she said, enough said. That's the end of story, end of discussion. Y'all said your piece many, many times over. Now it's time to heal yourself. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. That doesn't mean you reaching out to her in 6 months or she reaching out to you in 6 months or whatever the case may be. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I mean, look at my grandfather, okay? He met my grandmother when they were now he was born in 1946. She was born in 1943. He met my grandfather in 19 or my grandmother in 1957 when they were just young kids. Okay, then later on another 10 years in 1967 they met again. But at that point she was an adult, she already had kids, she was married. He hasn't. He moved on, let it go. In 1984 her husband passed away. Her kids were basically grown, and I was alone. That's when they met, and they were together all the way up until last year. Right person, wrong time.
it's true too.
But he didn't pursue, he didn't push, even though he's told me numerous times he knew without a shadow of a doubt that was going to be the woman of his life. And he didn't push, he didn't aggravate her, he didn't even go near her store where she worked at or anything like that. Um, he just let life be life. And then they finally met and they were together from 1984 until 2022.
I need a break for a second, man.
It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's a point in a man's life where we all have to recognize it. And a woman's life. Not just a man, but a woman's life too. Yeah, it sucks. Josh, do you think I'm saying anything not true? And when he does get back, I am going to have to get off here and run to the store. I got to go get Pop some cigarettes and other stuff that he needs. As you saw, I'm sure you saw my grandfather walk from the kitchen around a couple of times. Well, stream, this is some of the raw and real conversational men that we deal with, especially in heartache and heartbreak. I know women do too, and there's plenty of that out there as well. But and I'm not down in that at all. I know women deal with some stuff too. But and I'll go ahead and go back on his stream too, just so they can hear it as well. But at the same time, yeah, I know women deal with stuff. I know women go through heartache and heartbreak and everything as well. And that is highly advertised. I mean, any woman can go to any man with any story, not saying it's fake, but any issue, and a man will listen to them. But we as guys, if we try to take that issue to other guys or even women, we're told to suck it up, Buttercup. Be a man. Rub some dirt on it. You'll be fine. And it just, we don't have that vent like we should. Okay. Even therapists. I mean, I done 1 year of this shit in college. Even therapists and psychologists and all that shit. When a woman comes into the office for an issue, they actually go into depth. They go into detail. They try to figure out what the issue is, whether it be mom, whether it be dad, whether it be boyfriends, siblings, you know, step parenting, co parenting, whatever the case may be. But when a man comes into the office, they're just like, okay, what'd you have to do when you grew up? Did you have to work hard? Well, that's good. That's what a man does. Did you have to do this? Oh, okay, cool. That's what a man does. Okay. What are you dealing with? Well, that sucks, but as a man, you just have to deal with it. And unfortunately, that is where it is in men's mental health. Um, Nobody really gives a shit about what a man feels. No one really gives a shit what a man goes through. And for the ones who actually say, "Oh, I care what a man goes through. I care what a man deals with," bullshit. The only ones who actually care about what a man is going through is other men, because we're going through it too. But at the same time, we weren't taught how to freaking talk about it. We weren't taught how to deal with those emotions. We weren't taught how to deal with the heartache. We weren't taught to deal with um, the pain that we deal with. That we're up here in our heads. That some of us may want to put a gun to our heads. We weren't taught to deal with that. What we were taught was to rub some dirt on it, get over it, grow up, and be a man. Do what you got to do to provide for your woman and your family. That's it. I know you're back, Eric. I see you.
Yeah, I'm back here. I'm back here.
But that's what majority of us guys were taught. Grow up, put some dirt on. Suck it up, buttercup. Move on. And that's why a lot of that's why men's suicide rate is actually a whole lot higher than what women's are. I don't have the statistics in front of me, but I can tell you can go ahead and look it up. Women versus men's suicide rate, and the men's rate would be a whole lot higher. Because women have an outlet to anybody and everybody they want to. We guys, we don't. Ronnie Gamer, what's up, buddy? Welcome back into Spanky Stream.
Gamer. It's
Eric, I'm sorry. I know you're about to say something. I am so sorry. But what the hell is that to the right of you on your bed that keeps freaking moving?
Anyway, but
Thank you. Good God, it's been catching my attention. Squirrel, ADD, my bad.
Hell no. Nah, man. Lashes out. Sometimes. No, bro. It's not what you. It's not. It's not that, bro. Josh, you and I've had plenty of talks over the course of many years and shit, man. It's like I said, there's,
Oh, you're in India? Cool.
Ronnie Gamer, you're from India? That's what's up, bro. What time is it there?
India's over there close to Scotland, so it's probably about 7 hours ahead, maybe 6 hours. So it's early in the morning.
Well, I appreciate you watching at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry, this is it Call of Duty, but different type of stream right now.
We'll be in Call of Duty here soon. 30 redeem code, please. Don't have a redeem code, brother.
Yeah, I don't have a redeem code either, man. I don't know what that is.
Michael, I read your comment, man. Sorry.
Yeah, lashing out when I don't want to hear about something. It's not that, dude. It's just.
I'm not going to say lashing out, but you.
Lashing out, but at the same time, it's like
you try to avoid the subject.
I can't go full into detail about more of the situation than what I can say about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not my place to share. It's my place to tell whatever.
At the same time, though, we're not asking you to get into the situation between you and Christy. We're trying to talk about the situation with your mental health.
No, I get that. I mean, look, if it's oh man, it's hard for me to fucking explain it.
Now, You cannot sit here and lie to me and tell me that Christy's the only reason you have mental health issues.
But she's don't.
She's the
She's the
only
no,
reason.
no. There's a lot of other shit that goes on me too. That
Exactly.
you
So
know.
let's talk about those. We already talked about her.
Uh,
Ronnie Gamer, we don't have a 30 redeem code, bro. We're just a
yeah,
couple of small streamers.
we're just average Joe streamers, bro. We don't have it like that. No, Josh, I get you, bro. I mean, it's like I said, man. It's
I know what Josh is saying.
yeah, I know. I get what you're saying.
Well, do you though?
I mean, yes, but it's that's something I could talk about right here. Um, but anyway, no, man.
Okay.
A lot of my other. I mean, no, man. There's a lot of shit that fucking gets at me, whatever, and shit like that, man. Where it's like, mental. I mean, Jesus Christ, it'd be financial shit, man. Fucking financial shit, job shit. Um, I haven't seen my fucking kid, bro, since September of last year. I haven't seen my kid, man. I missed the Christmas, bro. I missed the birthday with her. I mean, you know, I haven't even really got to speak to her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that also affects me, man. There's a lot of shit you know, besides that situation where it's like it's like everything at one fucking time, man. One
You
damn time, everything is just on.
you may need to block this dude, Ronnie Gamer, who the hell it is.
He's cool. He comes in my streams or whatever. It's awesome. It's all right. Um. Anyway, but it's one of those things where it's like everything at once, man. It's like I
Well,
don't
I
know, man.
blocked him.
Maybe for me, bro. Maybe for me, I want so fucking much out of my life, man. I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? I know who I would like to have that with. Obviously, that's not happening anytime soon. And it may not be that. Or it may be fuck it, like you just said too. Right person, wrong time. That too. It could be that. I don't fucking know.
That's not
What
the
I do
only
know
thing I
is
said of that way that saying, sir.
what I we're not going back into it, but it's the no man. Like I'm focused on getting my daughter back, and that's what I'm focused on from here on out. I'm focused on getting my kid back, being the best. Once my back heals, of course. You know, being the best guy and bust my ass at my job, man. And if someone wants to be a part of that, then great. If that, then trains the fucking station. I'm like, like it's not being put on idle no more. I'm not putting my shit on idle no more. Like it's going in drive and it's fucking gone. Like whoever wants to be a part of that can be a part of it. Whoever doesn't want to be a part of it, then see ya. I mean, and maybe you'll be at the next fucking train stop. Like who knows? But you know, oh, my cousin just texted back. He's in Florida, bitch. Anyway, god damn, my nose itches, bro. But no, man. Um, you know, it's yeah. I mean, a lot of people have also said like, oh, suppress issues, with your dad. Let me say something about my dad, right quick, man. Okay,
I didn't say anything about your dad, but
I
all right, let's go.
no. I mean, not you, but people in the past have said like, oh, you may have suppressed issues with that. I don't have any issues when it comes to my fucking dad. Like, he made his decisions and shit like that. That's his decisions. You know, it's if anything, what's taught me from that with the situation with my dad, man. What's anything that's taught me with that is that um what not to do with my kid. You know, sure, man. Do I wish my dad was around, like around for my daughter and shit to be around his own biological granddaughter? Fucking course, but he isn't, and he hasn't checked up on her in over 2 years. I've spoken to my dad probably 3 times in the past 2 years. Each conversation was about a minute long. You know, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's all I gotta say about that. Um, yeah, man. I mean, you were talking about financials for a second, man, and I know you can relate to this, Candy. I mean, thing
Here you
is,
go.
man, the way
Here you go.
how,
Here you go, buddy.
yeah, okay,
Show me some skin, baby.
right.
Put the lotion on the skin. Sorry.
You like the farmer's tan? There you go.
Growl. Growl.
Right. But no, man. So it's like, financial wise, okay. Some people, when it comes to finances, man, have that shit figured the fuck out, and that shit clicks from straight out of Jump Street, man. I have struggled financially ever since I moved out on my own. Ever since I moved out on my own when I was 18 years old. And I think a lot of the reason that has like that, man. I'll be honest. At the time, man, I wasn't. Some people ready to move out on their own from their parents' house when they're ready to. I wasn't ready to. You know what I'm saying? Like I pretty much just turned 18. My mom sold the house. She was going to move in with who's not my stepdad. And it's pretty much like, boom, have fun. Here you go. I didn't have shit saved up to fucking go. Like I didn't even had a full-time job yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I just went into I was still working part-time jobs at the time when straight out of high school. I didn't get my first full-time job, I think, until I was like 20. So I mean, like full-time, full-paid job. And even then it was like $11 an hour. Which at the time the economy was different. But now I mean, damn, bro. Like this, Candy, like fuck. We went and saw a movie 2 weeks ago, right? Went to the movies, went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Okay. Now you go to the movies. I remember going to the movie at night, bro. Used to cost like $7 and change, or it's like $6 to get the movie at night.